hi everybody. Happy Friday. It's time for Politarology. I'm so glad to hang on a second. They're telling me that I can't be on Facebook. Something happened to my Facebook.
Yeah. It's there's lots of trolls that have been coming over too, so be very careful.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
maybe I just won't put it on Facebook for a while. So thank you everybody for being here. It is Friday. It is Politarology. If you're with us, you're in the right place. I have Allie from Heart and Soul connected with me. I'm pointing the wrong way. And I have my sister Cleo with us as well. And so we're all going to be reading, and we have some fun little things to show you tonight. And I'm just going to let everybody tell you what's going on with their channels. So Allie, what's going on with your channels? What's happening?
Just really been busy. Next week's pretty busy week as well. Today I had on John of New, he was fabulous. He talked a lot about his past lives that he remembered. And after the show ends tonight, I'm going on to do the story cards with Val and Marina. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm happy to be here with the two of you tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being with us. And Cleo, what's new with you?
Well, we just got done with the Mystic Four last night, and then this thing today, and then on Sunday we're doing another Politarology with the same people I was on with last night. So it's Val and Gerald and
Sherry.
That's wonderful.
And Deanne. Isn't Deanne going to be on that one too?
I think so. I don't remember. Oh gosh, that's awful that I don't remember. But yeah, I think we set it up because it was fun with Deanne, so we just set it up for the whole group again. So
Great.
yeah, and your computer's working.
And my computer's working. I've had a really rough 4 days of being on a Dell support, trying to find out what was going on, but so far so good, and hopefully it'll stay that way.
Awesome.
Well, I too have been experiencing technology challenges. I decided I needed to hardwire my whole computer setup because I kept losing signal in things, and I was doing a lot of readings, and I would lose signal during the readings. It was really bad. So I moved my modem, and that just begat a cavalcade of problems, which actually I don't know what I did to fix it. It just unraveled itself. Wow. So 3 or 4 days of pure nightmare hell. And then all of a sudden I come home, I try everything, and everything works. And I was like,
okay, the gods were on your side.
Yeah, but why were they not on my side for 4 days?
Well, are we in the Mercury retrograde shadow?
No, well,
not yet.
Maybe in the shadow. I don't know. I don't blame very many things on the shadow because in order to have the shadow really hit you, you need other things to kind of coincide with that. So sometimes it might, and sometimes it might not. So I'm not a big fan of the shadow periods. I'm just like, it's Mercury retrograde. If it connects with your chart, then you're going to suffer. If it doesn't, and it doesn't. But, there's a lot of good things about Mercury retrograde.
That's true.
And I actually talk about it in which video was this? In my September astrology video. I have a whole little thing about what we use those nasty times for. So, yeah. So let's see what's going on with me. Well, we got Politarology coming up again on Sunday with the whole gang. And I'm going to be on Linda G's channel on Thursday, which I just found out about, which is really great. Wow. And I'm going to be I'm going to have Andre from Astrology Alert on in October. We're going to do a show because I've got all this stuff with the fair and it's a little bit hard for me to schedule stuff. So I just said, let's just do it in October. That'll be good. And I got a bunch of fun stuff happening after the Mercury retrograde that ends September 15th. That's going to be really fun.
So when's your last day on YouTube? When you take your little hiatus and do your fairs and stuff?
Sunday. Sunday is going to be my last day because Mercury goes retrograde on the 23rd. I think that's when I want to say that's Wednesday.
Yeah, it is Wednesday.
Yeah. So Wednesday the 23rd is when I'm just going to rely on releasing my videos, my astrology videos, and I might try to get a couple of other things done, but that means I'm going to be filming during Mercury retrograde.
Sybil, aren't we doing something with Sybil on the 23rd?
I don't know.
I think we are, because we tried to do a thing with Sybil, I don't know, last weekend or something.
Oh, yeah, that was part of my problem with the technology.
Oh, okay.
And well, and she was having trouble. She couldn't either hear us, or we could hear her, but she couldn't hear us. So anyway, we changed it, Colleen, to Wednesday the 23rd at 5:00 my time.
So what time is that on for my
8
time?
o'clock, 8:00 your time.
Okay, thank you. What, but that's not a live show.
Right? No, it's not a live show.
Oh, okay, that's just a recording.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everybody in the chat. Isn't this exciting?
So, Allie, I haven't seen you for a while.
Little while.
I've seen you on here, but I mean, I haven't personally seen you.
Mm-hmm.
I've missed you.
Oh. Thanks, Cleo. You'll have to come on again. I really loved having you ladies on.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like doing shows on YouTube with my sister. It's really fun.
Oh, it's wonderful you can do it. It's just so, I wish my brother was very metaphysical, but he passed in 2007. If he had only lasted a little longer, we could have done this. And it's so much fun because you don't live near each other. So this has to be like a family reunion every time.
Yeah, we get to catch up. It's like instead of a long phone call, we do this, and then we can chat a little bit. It's nice. It's really
so
nice.
Colleen, you've been on the East Coast for 30, 40 years. How long?
Yeah, since well, the first time I moved here was when I was going to when I went to NYU, and so I was like 21 when I did that. So that was a couple of years.
100 years ago.
That was about 100 years ago, and then I moved back to Seattle and did a bunch of stuff. And then I moved back to Philadelphia to go to grad school. And that was somewhere right around, I don't know, the 80s or something, the late 80s. And then I ended up moving up to New York, and I've been here ever since. New York.
I didn't know you lived in Seattle for a period. So you're from Seattle originally?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Seattle.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm still in Seattle.
And you're still in Seattle, and I'm down in Kent, so not too far.
All my friends live in Kent. All my friends from high school live in Kent.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
So I should hook you up with some of my friends. They're fun people.
I bet.
Yeah. All right. So we've caught up on all of that stuff for us. And
okay, I'm going to step aside for a minute and shut the curtains.
Okay, go ahead. All right. So while she's gone, I will tell you that I got to check to see. I got this thing. I went to go order some new cards, and I ordered them, and I got 4 decks.
Oh.
And I was like, did I order 4 decks? And I got really worried. Did I spend $3,000 on cards and I didn't know it? No, I didn't. Amazon just sent me 4 instead of 1.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you can do some giveaways, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So I was just looking to see. I'm at 3,665. So when I get to 4,000, I'll give away those extra cards.
Are they the same cards?
Yeah, they're all the same deck.
And they send you the same deck for 4 of them.
4 of them, but for the price of 1.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
You can't beat that.
No,
that's true.
Yeah.
I ordered the Pluto deck. Have you heard of that one?
Oh, no.
I ordered that one, and I must have ordered it. I can't remember when I order from 2 different places. So
yeah.
I ended up with 2 of them.
Same. I'm same because I always go between. There's a couple of different sites that I use too because Amazon doesn't have everything. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
So
I thought Amazon did absolutely everything that you would ever want.
No, not true.
You can find some really cool decks other places. Yeah.
So when I get to 4,000, hint, everybody, let's get the subscribership up to 4,000, and then I will give away 3 tarot. What are they? Pulp Fiction Tarot.
Cool. Oh, that's a fun deck. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Pulp Fiction. Okay, so let's let's get into, oh, I'm so proud of this. Let me just show this. This is hilarious. I'm going to show you my current spinning wheel for Trump. So we can all see that really quick. That's going to be this one.
What goes
Okay, so this is called the indicted ones.
I've got to do something with the dog. I'll be right back.
Okay. And if we want to read on any of these people, we just go ahead and spin the wheel. And then just tell me when to stop, Allie.
Stop.
Okay. And so it landed on number 11, which is Eric Trump.
Eric Trump.
So then we would do Eric Trump.
Do a reading on Eric.
Yeah, that's my latest one. So we don't have to keep that up. But I just wanted to let people know if we get stuck, if we're trying to think of something to read on, I have that.
Good.
And then I will just go ahead and put back up my headlines. So we have that. And I think the first thing that we should read about is this skipping of the debate. Now, when is this debate supposed to happen? It's imminent, right?
25th? I think it's 25th.
The same day as they're supposed to be turning themselves in.
Yeah.
It's the same. And it's also Michael Cohen's birthday.
Oh, for God's sake.
So on the 25th, I think we should all sing happy birthday to Michael Cohen, because all the indictees have to go and surrender themselves, really. They have to surrender. So anyway, so Trump is going to skip the GOP debate because he's going to go on and get interviewed by Tucker Carlson. You can't make this shit up. I mean, this is just crazy. Yeah. So what
to take away from the debate as well, really.
He just wants to pull eyeballs away from the debate.
So well, he's been going back and forth. He may not do the interview with Tucker Carlson.
Okay.
Because his attorneys have said, don't do that.
Yeah, he's not going to do that Monday thing, that Monday.
Yeah, I saw that they pulled him off.
We knew he wouldn't do it. We knew he wouldn't do it.
It just sounded so stupid when he said it. I was like, first of all, what are you saying that warrants doing a whole big press announcement when most of your stuff can fit into 140 characters?
That's
like that's just your mental thing. I got to pick something up. I dropped it.
What he's saying today is that I think it's the Jack Smith one, or is it the Fonnie Willis? I think it's Jack Smith. That Jack Smith has thrown out all the evidence. And so
no, that all the evidence from the January 6th people has been destroyed, which is BS.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Did you hear that he has asked Eileen Cannon to interfere and get Judge Chutkan to change something? I think that that right there is going to disqualify her from ever being a judge down there, because you can't call the judge and ask them to do something.
Oh, let's read on that. I think that's great. Let's read on, is Eileen Cannon going to try to interfere with the other judge? And a follow-up to that, will this get her thrown off the case and her bench?
Well, and he's trying to get Fonnie Willis somehow impeached.
Right?
Oh, everybody in Georgia's trying to get Fonnie Willis off, to not be an AG. Everybody.
Really?
Yeah, they tried to push legislation on that. But let's read on Aileen and see if she's going to go along with what Trump wants. And then the follow-up will be, does this get her thrown off the case and the bench?
Okay. We don't really want her thrown off, because I know we kind of want her to stay where she's at.
Yeah, but may happen anyway.
Good. Okay, so you want to know if Cannon is going to stay or going to go? Or
No. I want to know if Cannon is going to cooperate with Trump. Trump wants her to interfere with Judge Chutkan.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants her to try to influence Chutkan.
So I got here, energy follows intention. Look at this. And then I get quiet desperation. And look at that. It's like he's hiding out, but he's going to call on the phone.
What cards are those? Those are great.
Oh, this is called the liminal space. Visions in the liminal space. Yes.
Oh, I love it. The
last card is acceptance is the answer, but he's not going to accept it. Yeah.
No, he's not.
It's the one thing he can't do. Oh.
Well, I've got that the canon is just going through some tough shit. This is the Rebel deck.
Uh-huh.
I love this deck.
It's great. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, she's going through, she's trying to weigh situations here about how she's going to do whatever it is she has to do. And people are actually losing interest in the document case because it's so minor compared to January 6th and the thing that in Atlanta area in Georgia. What's funny?
Okay. I threw some cards on this. She desperately wants to do what the Grandmaster wants her to do.
Right.
Oh God. She just wishes so bad she could do it. So what she's going to do is she's going to try to get an intermediary or two, maybe even two people to interfere for her on her behalf so that she doesn't have to directly do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because her fondest wish is to do everything that he commands.
Right.
I mean, she just, God, she's an idiot.
Could she actually do that?
Well, she knows people. She could ask somebody.
Yeah, but she can't. It's election.
It's illegal. It's totally illegal. Oh, it's totally illegal for her to do it. But you know what? She's going to try to do it.
She's going to lose her place on the bench.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let me throw on that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, she wants to do it so bad.
I just pulled one card on this and it says, trust the process. So I think that what this means to me is that we need to trust the process that she's going to get thrown off that case, I think, if she interferes, because it's already out there that she was asked to do it. And, if you're going to ask somebody to do something, why are you putting it out there?
It's so
which we know he always does. Yeah.
It's so public. That's so bad for her.
It is.
Wow.
And that's him. He can't keep his mouth shut.
But this is why she's having such a problem. On one hand, there's things she wants to do, but she has to be so careful because they've already, because earlier on she did some stuff that they kind of slapped her hand for. And now everybody's watching what she's doing to make sure she does the right thing. Not necessarily the right thing. So she doesn't do anything illegal or out of context with whatever the court wants her to do. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, she worships Trump. So she wants to do what Trump wants her to do. And she's in between a rock and a hard place because she knows if she goes too far one way or the other, they are going to step in and say, okay, you've just disqualified.
Yeah.
And
they did once before, so.
She's going to do it again, and look at these cards: the Ten of Swords, and the Chariot. I mean, she can't help herself. She's as bad as Trump. She can't help herself. She's going to go ahead and do it. Then she's going to feel like, oh my God, where are the razor blades? What have I done? And just not good. Not good, honey. And it's going to happen. I'm not going to say quickly, but I bet it's before like Halloween. I mean, I think it's imminent.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And what's going to happen is Mercury is going to go retrograde. So all of this information is going to get all befuddled up.
Right.
And people are going to start putting out there that, oh, no. She was never going to do that. Oh, it's right. You watch in the news. Mm-hmm. There's going to be lots of people saying, oh no, that was somebody was a Democratic operative. That was a left-wing operative, and they were just trying to besmirch her, just like other people are trying to besmirch these judges. That's the way they're mentality. And then after Mercury goes direct, you watch, because October has two big eclipses, man, and one of them is a big, big ending. That's, I think, when it's going to happen for her.
Oh, okay. Annie Bear says she's in a religious creepy cult. I didn't hear that.
It's called MAGA. Yeah.
Oh, well, that one. Yes. I didn't know if there was another one. Okay.
There might be. Oh, my God. I got to look at the comments. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm terrible at looking at the comments. Hello, everybody. Hi, Wiki. Hi, Annie. Oh, boy. I got to look at people. So sorry, I haven't looked at anything. Okay, so next thing, shall we read on what will Trump do? Will he actually go with this this interview with Tucker? What grown man has a name like that? I mean, come on, change your name.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, well, hello, Miss Thing. My kitty is on the table. She wants me to read her tale.
Does she have a long tail to tell?
Yeah, you may see it. There it is, going across the screen.
That's funny.
What you doing? What do you think? Is he gonna go have the interview with Tucker? What do you say? What do you think? Okay.
Well, I think that he might actually be smart about a couple of things. And this one is, his attorneys have told him over and over, do not do this. And I kind of think that he's going to go along with that. And, you know, he wanted to say things against the judge that's for the, what's her name? Tanya
Chutkan.
Yeah, her. You know, he wanted to get her off the case, and he wanted to, you know, but is she the one that's saying you can't be talking about all this stuff?
And if you do, I'll move the date up for your trial.
Okay, yeah, she's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, so she is, she's just doing wonderful. But no, Trump is, his attorneys are advising him in the right way to be quiet and don't push this, because otherwise you are going to jail. And this is something that we've talked about before, that they would never put him in a real jail. Now, I read another article that said they wouldn't do that too. But yeah, he's pushing the limit on this. Plus, there's so many things coming up that are going to make him ineligible to run for president. So no, his days are just getting more and more difficult.
Yeah. Well, I get here that he's protected, and that's what you just pretty much said, his lawyer. And look, I get the other one. I get by all his elves. You know, he doesn't want to listen to all his elves or all his lawyers. But that's what stopped them from allowing him to do that Monday thing that he was saying he was going to do as well. So
yeah,
it must be awfully hard. And I hope that he has paid these people, because it isn't even worth it to do it with money. But if you don't get paid at all, then you're kind of crazy. Yeah.
I do feel sorry for his lawyers too, because he's got so many cases and he only has a couple of lawyers for each case. And I put up in my I have my little chart of all the cases, and I put in I didn't put in who the lawyers were, but I looked at all the cases. Each case, he just has 2 lawyers listed for each case.
Mm-hmm. Right now, anyway.
The documents case, 2 lawyers.
Yeah.
No wonder they want it to go out for 3 years. For the January 6th case, 2 lawyers.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
Yeah.
And so what did I get? What was this about Tucker Carlson? I think if he does go, I think he may go ahead with it. And I think he may be very, very, very careful about what he says. And I think it may actually he will think that it reflects amazing for him. But I think that his lawyers will actually be like, whew, he didn't say anything horrible. You know, I think that he will be okay, because he gets the Sun and he gets the 6 of Wands. He gets victory. He has a little dicey moment. He does have the 7 of Cups, but I think he manages to skirt the issues and not say anything too horrible. But I also wanted to say, Cleo, I owe you a huge apology. That 14th Amendment thing, I really thought that he had to already be charged with something. And from what I read, you're absolutely right. He doesn't actually have to be charged. But then how does that work? You know, do they some judge says, yeah, well, I agree, he was that way, and then that's how they would do it? They would take him off the ballot?
They don't have to have a judge say anything. They're just going by what we've all seen on the news, what we've all seen, the videos of Trump coming out and saying, fight like hell, and obviously encouraging this insurrection. So what the people are doing about the 14th Amendment is they're saying, he created and led an insurrection.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're telling they're in different states. They're trying to do it through the states and
Mm-hmm.
telling them don't put him on the ballot because he is ineligible because of what he did with the insurrection. So they don't have to prove anything. It's not a court case.
Right. But the decision has to be made by like the Secretary of State. That's really the
I
ultimate
assume.
decider.
I thought Congress can't vote on it. I think for some
They
reason
could. They
but
could,
they won't.
but that's federal. Each state has their
I
own.
get you. I get
right?
you.
So
Okay.
the Secretary of State in each state could just say, nope, you're right. He did this. So no, he's not on the ballot. So
I mean, it might be a simple thing like people going out and getting signatures that say, "Do you want Trump on the ballot?" No.
Yeah, they might. But
It might be something like that. I don't really know. It's never come up before. There's never been anything like this before.
Nobody tested it. That's
true.
right. That's right. That's so crazy. So so he's going to miss the GOP debate. Poor little Trumpy. He's going.
I did hear that they're doing all kinds of things in Georgia. There's two that I heard. One is they want to impeach Fani, which ridiculous. And the other one is they want to overturn the governor cannot pardon, and they want to overturn that so the governor can pardon.
Of course they do.
Even though it's like 250 years old that it's been that way. Yeah.
Well, because the thing with Fani is it's a state thing. It's not a federal thing.
I know.
So since it's not a federal thing, that even if Trump managed to get to be president, he can't pardon himself. And that's his whole trip. That's what he wants to do. So, if he is found guilty in Georgia, he just has to deal with it because, you can't get the president or anybody else to pardon you from that.
Yeah. Well, if he's alive, he can appeal it. That's the thing is I don't think this man's going to be on this side of the veil to appeal any of these cases. Honestly, I really don't. I just don't think he's going to be here. And I think when they open up his estate to say, well, maybe the estate of Donald Trump wants to appeal it, they're going to find a couple of moths flying out of those pockets and be like, well, who's going to pay for that?
Yeah.
So it's not going to happen.
And they said today that he may have to repay, or the other day that he may have to repay the money for the Stop the Steal money that he was getting. Remember
let's talk about that for a while. All of those PACs and all that fundraising that he has done that hasn't gone towards his campaigns, because obviously he's not spending that much money on his campaign.
It's going to legal. It's going to legal fees.
It is going to legal fees. And so that money really is money he should be paying taxes on.
Right.
Just because you get money for a campaign, that I don't know what the tax structure is for that. But when you have a job, if you like take a trip and you have to go to another office and they pay you for like your mileage or a meal, that counts as income and you have to pay taxes on that. Right? So all that money that he's gotten for people donating like idiots for him to pay his legal fees, he should be paying taxes on that.
Well,
and I think that's a whole other lawsuit.
But they're saying that because he didn't use the money for what he said he was going to use the money for, that he was grifting. Basically.
He was grifting. Yeah. Yes, he should pay it all back, and he should still pay the goddamn taxes on it.
Well, I always thought that if you got money for your campaign of any office, when you got outside money like that, that's what that money is intended to be used for.
Oh, yeah, it's election fraud. It's also election fraud. It's regular fraud. It's grifting. Right. It's election fraud. And if it is used in the right way, if it is used for his legal stuff, then he should have paid taxes on it. So any way you split it, he should pay it all back, and he should still be hung out to dry for taxes because they're pretty mean. So that's what I think. I'm sticking to it. All right. So do we want to talk about now, is DeSantis still going to debate Gavin Newsom?
I don't think so.
Why would he ever want to do that?
What about the fact that a lot of people are now saying we have all said months ago that neither DeSantis or Trump will end up on the ticket to run for president. That the Republicans will not end up with those two people. Are we still feeling that way?
Yes. Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
I feel that way for a lot of reasons. I think one is that the Federalist Society is no longer behind them,
Right.
either one of them. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Because the Federalist Society leads to all those billionaire backers. You know, you can be in the Federalist Society and not be a billionaire, but they are funded by those uber rich guys. The same ones.
And they're saying flush the toilet on this one.
They
really
are.
have.
I mean, and you got to know, like 4 years ago, even the remaining Koch brother gave up on Trump. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I know.
So, and I couldn't believe that didn't get more traction by any of the pundits, because if he's a bellwether, you know, if he's saying, I don't want him anymore, then you got to know that the wind isn't going to blow that way anymore. He's just not going to get what he wants. Yeah. All right. So we think that is happening. So should we spin the wheel and see
I'm just kind of curious about what's going to happen with all the how many is it 19 other people or 18 other people that were indicted with Trump. What is going to happen with them?
Well, shall we take just a couple of individual names and see?
Yes.
See if they flip.
Let me pull up my wheel and we can all see it spin. Here we go. Here we go.
Where is my list?
Okay. This, I have renamed the wheel and given it a new list of names. This is called the Indicted Ones. And so what will happen is there's 24 names on here. We'll spin the wheel. Trump's on here a couple of times, full disclosure. And whatever name it hits on, we'll read, will they have charges actually levied against them? And will they go to jail or whatever? So we'll just read about them. So I'm going to start spinning, and whenever you want me to stop, one of you just yell stop.
Okay.
Do you need me to read the names? You know, it's basically the 19 people who got indicted, plus all the other yahoos that should have been indicted. Okay, so there we go. That's who it is. And Donald Trump 3 times, plus his kids.
Spin the wheel.
So here we go. We're spinning the wheel. Round and round and round she goes.
Okay, stop.
Okay, so this stopped on number 3, and that's David Schaefer. He's one of those guys that is really underreported, but apparently him and Ken Cheesebro are actually really big deals in the whole conspiracy to, stop the steal and, take it over and all of that stuff. So let's see what's going to happen with poor Mr. Schaefer. Do I need to Google what all his deal is, or shall we just read?
No, you gave us, me at least, a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but he's on the list.
He's on that list.
He's indicted. He's a bad boy.
Is he an attorney?
I was just wondering that.
I think so.
You guys shuffle. Let me just Google really quick. I'll just say, who's David Schaefer? Ooh. Former chair for Georgia GOP.
Oh.
Ooh, indicted with Donald Trump. Former GOP for Georgia.
Okay.
Ooh.
So he must have been somebody that went along with that phone call, or went along with the idea that there was that the voting was corrupted somehow in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh boy. Well, I get the Grim Reaper first. So, he's very upset. I think people in his home are very upset with him for what he's done. It says former GOP, so it looks like what he did also lost him what he was.
Well, his term came to an end.
Oh, his term came to an end?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just read this one little thing about him. Schaefer's critics said he has played a key role in sowing a deep rift in Georgia's GOP. Under his watch, they said the state handed control of the U.S. Senate to Democrats, electing John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, State Republican Party has been overrun by the far right conspiracy. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay, so there we go.
Well, the last card I get is a Band-Aid. He's hoping for a quick fix, but I don't think he's going to get one. Yeah. Yeah.
Not at all. What do you have?
Hi, Sybil.
What do you have
here?
Yeah. Sybil. Okay, what do we have here?
Dumpster party. Yes, Annie.
Man.
That's great.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know what this guy has done that's actually illegal or a crime in any way for him to be indicted. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer on this one because I don't know enough about him at all. I'm not getting anything. I'm at a loss.
Okay. Well, he went along with things, basically. He allowed the GOP in Georgia to kind of go along with all of this stuff. So
it feels to me like he's going to get a hand slap and he's not going to be in all that much trouble. He's already, you said he's not in office anymore.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be a big deal in this, of these 19 people that have been indicted.
I think with all of this stuff coming down, his world has come to an end. He gets the world in the Five of Pentacles.
Yep.
And,
that's why I got the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Because he feels like his world is,
his world has come to an end, and he'll spend the rest of his days groveling and trying to get back into the good graces of the emperor, but I don't think he's going to get it.
Right.
No, he's not in an office anymore, right?
No, but it does not. I agree with you. It does not look like he's going to jail.
Yeah. He wants a quick fix. It may take him a little bit of time, but I think that the quick fix will be him flipping or him.
I was just to say that. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm just thinking that too. That he got involved in something and now he's like, and he's trying to do a little back to get the hell away from it. Just,
like when a dog notices that all of a sudden they have to go down the stairs and they scoot back about 6 feet with their butt. That's him. That's him, right? That's him.
That's it.
He did not think it was going to go this way. He did not think that he was going to be one of the 19. He didn't see any of what's happening. So now he's like totally embarrassed and upset and mad. But he's not a big player.
Yep.
No. Okay. All right. Shall we spin again?
I dropped a card.
Okay. Do you have to pick it up? You got it?
Oh, then the card I just dropped says, "You think someone is lying?"
That's great, Cleo.
All of them are lying. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right, I'm spinning. You tell me when to stop. Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay. All
right, number 14. That is Carlos de la Oliveira.
Oh God, isn't that the guy that
he's the landscaping guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's the gardener. Yeah.
And the pool guy. He's also the pool guy. But he's the guy who's even stupider than Walt Nauta. Even stupider. Because he saw the example of Walt Nauta getting all raked over the coals. And then he saw the IT guy who's, is his name Texera or something?
He made a deal, didn't he? Didn't that guy make a deal?
He would not deal with Trump. He went off on his own. So yes, he's cooperating. And
isn't he from the Florida thing?
Yeah,
he's from Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this isn't just the indicted ones from Georgia.
This is all of them from everyone.
This is all of them. This is all
because
of them.
I was looking here, I'm thinking I don't have that guy on my list.
Yeah, no, this is all of them. So Carlos, what do you think?
He's the most recent entering thing, the most the most recent one that they've called up and said, now you're in trouble too. And he's like, wait a minute, all I was doing was picking the weeds and edging the lawn.
No. He was the name on the other side of all those text messages that Walt sent.
and this is a riot. I pulled this card and it just speaks volumes. It says, "The hot tub's too hot." So he got soaked. He basically got soaked, and he was the one in charge of the hot tub. And he should have just gone with it. The next one says Sky Daddy. I'm thinking that, did you know that somebody flew over Mar-a-Lago the other day, I believe, and he wasn't, of course, Trump wasn't there, but it said, ha, 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 ha. So, I think that's what that Sky Daddy thing is. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
He did. He refused to erase the videos, James. That's right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So good. Okay. I love that.
So did you go, Cleo?
What are we talking about?
The
Carlos.
Oliveira.
The what?
The Oliveira. The
Landscaper.
Yeah.
Well, I already put in my 2 cents.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
There's a nothing burger in here. And
Okay.
Okay. I predict Mr. Oliveira is not going to love his attorney, and he is going to flip.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to end up flipping, and it will
His
not
family
be
wants
good.
him to flip, don't you think?
So badly. Yeah,
Yeah.
his family really does. But
Yep.
it's unlike Walt. Now, Walt has some sort of love affair going on with Mr. T, but Carlos, he just works there, and he's older. So
Yeah.
he does not want to see the last days of his life from jail cell. You know, he just doesn't want that. So he's going to flip.
Yep.
That's what I say.
I feel the same way. Yep.
Yeah, that's what's happening there.
Yeah, I don't feel like he has any allegiance there, that he needs to be feeling like he's that connected, that he needs to risk life and limb for Trump.
No.
So, yeah, but I don't really feel like he's much of a bigwig anyway, that he's much of an influence.
Yeah.
He might just be a scapegoat.
He's been sucked in, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, he's not just a scapegoat, because he is the person on the other end of those text messages from Walt Nauta.
That's true.
So he agreed to help Walt move boxes, hide boxes, move boxes again, flood the room that destroyed a bunch of evidence.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he agreed. The servers, it flooded the room that had the servers in it. He agreed to all of that stuff.
Yep.
You know, and I don't know, but that pool thing where he had to drain the pool, come on. Come on.
Well, like I said, the hot tub's too hot.
It's too hot. And I know that down south, a lot of buildings don't have full basements because the water level is so high. I get that. But don't we take provisions? Then, you know, maybe don't store paper or computers in a room that can flood like that. Or maybe that room is waterproofed somehow. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's just
You know, I don't think that because he moved boxes around and moved documents around, he was convinced by Trump and anybody else in his orbit it was no big deal. It'd just be like if we were doing the same thing around the house, we're moving some stuff around. So what? Nobody cares. Maybe. He's just he's a scapegoat, and he's just a grunt working down there at Mar-a-Lago. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
All right, let's see. Did he know what he was doing? Did Carlos de Oliveira, did he know what he was doing for Trump? He knew what he was doing.
I got one of those too.
He just doesn't think he'd get caught. Yeah. He doesn't think he was going to get caught.
You got a yes, right, Colleen?
Yeah.
I got a no. Well, we are in conflict.
Is Carlos going to flip on Trump? Oh, now it says no, it's not going to flip on Trump. Well, he hasn't decided yet.
It's just one big inferno is what I get.
That's crazy. Let's do another name, unless you guys got something else. But
no, let's do another name.
Okay, so it's a spinning.
Okay.
Rolling.
Okay.
You're singing the rawhide song?
Yeah, because it's spinning, it's rolling. Okay. Number 22. Jared Kushner. Woo! Let's see what's going on with Jared. You know, that whole New York Trump org thing is coming up, but Jared's not a part of Trump org. So this is going to be interesting. What is Jared going to be indicted for?
Oh, well, they're already starting to do the process of the paperwork for the money from the Saudis.
Exactly.
They are?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, great. Well, not great. I mean, I
know. Yeah.
He's in
But
big.
the Hunter Biden thing, Jared did the same. If you're going to say one person can't do that, then the other can't either.
I know.
Plus, it's all caught up with Khashoggi's death and all that stuff. It's really, he's going to get.
He used his position to benefit himself and his businesses, and that you're absolutely not supposed to be able to do that. And that's exactly what he did. And he was actually pretty brazen about it.
He was.
Yeah, because he wasn't just getting more business. He was just out and out getting money.
Of big money. Billions.
Oodles and oodles of money.
Billions of money.
Yes.
Billions of the
craziness. Well, I see some tears and a broken heart. And so he's not, he's definitely going to get indicted. But I don't know if he has the guts to go through with everything. I'm wondering if he's going to take the money and run. Leave the country.
It won't work though, and it's just like his dad. His dad spent time in prison, and it sounds to me like he's heading down the same path. And that will definitely have a bad effect on his marriage with Ivanka. Is that her name? Or Ivana?
Yeah, Ivanka.
Ivanka. Okay.
Ivana's the mother. Yeah.
So
I mean,
200
billion. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, you done?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So he's going to try to run. That's not going to work. That's, I mean, because look at the kind of person you're dealing with. He calls his driver, come around front. We're going to the airport, or gas up the jet, or whatever the hell he says.
Gas up the jet.
8,000 people are listening to that and monitoring all of his communications.
Sure.
But, Mr. Metrosexual doesn't even think of that. He thinks he's above all that and nothing's going to touch him. And he could care less whether Ivanka comes with him or not. I mean, the two are only married as a business arrangement. There's no romance there. Anyway, he's going to feel like, what? What's happening? Why are you picking me up? I'm not doing it. I'm the ex-president's son-in-law, so that's not going to be good. He's going to try to throw money at people. He's actually, in the end, I think part of what's really going to get him shafted and charged, not just indicted, but charged. He's going to try to bribe everybody. He has all those billions. He has a little bit of change in his ATM. He's going to just start throwing it around like, hey, you get $1 million and you get $1 million. Keep me out of jail. It's not going to work. And in the end, he's just a fool who's going to turn into the hermit because he's not going to play the right way. He is going to have a great team of lawyers who are going to do everything they can to try to make it easy for him. But, like father, like son, if you are that greedy, you're going to pay for it. And
But I do think that if he is able to leave the United States, he will.
He will, but he'll get extradited back. I don't think they will allow him to leave. I think they'll lasso the landing gear of that jet. I mean, they are not going to let that jet leave the country. And I can't believe that they haven't taken the passport for Trump yet. I know.
No kidding.
Why haven't they done that? That's usually the first thing they do. And because he's narcissistic. He really thinks he's going to win the election. Yes. And once he believes he might not, that's when he's going to run. So maybe they kind of know that and they're just trusting that, but that's stupid.
Well, it depends on who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with Fani Willis, she's not going to let that kind of stuff keep happening.
Yeah,
she's not going to put up with that nonsense of, he doesn't need a mugshot and he doesn't need. He's going
to get one of those, and
I wonder if she'll take his passport.
Maybe they will, or maybe they'll put him in jail. Not not real jail, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Wherever.
I think they should put. Well, you know what I heard is that when you get processed at Rice Street Jail, that it takes a long time because they're not like super duper computerized. And so while you wait, you have to wait in a jail cell for several hours.
Really?
And that
with
would
his
be
Secret Service people. He's
What's
gonna
that?
he's gonna have to have Secret Service in there with him.
Yeah, he will. He does
They
have to
can wait
have.
outside. They can wait outside.
Well, they got to be within. They got to be able to see him.
Yeah, they can be right outside the bars. They can see him.
Oh, I see what
across
you're
the
saying.
bars.
Okay.
Yeah, they can
All
just
right.
stay right outside the cell.
Yeah.
But also when a prisoner or a person that is being protected changes custody between law enforcement agencies, the marshals take over for the CIA.
Okay.
So they might have to call in marshals for while he's in there.
Okay.
I don't know.
It won't be the group watching him that he knows now, because he knows all these guys personally now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They're all practically on his payroll, so.
Yep.
Not that he pays anybody, but yeah. So, no, that's interesting. All right. Here we go. Round and round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Okay, I'm calling it. Okay. 19, Trevion Cuddy.
Oh, I was hoping you would put, that's great.
That's the person. You tell us who it is.
Okay, so she used to work as a publicist for Ye and a few other people. And she had Ruby Freeman meet her at the police department, and she had a mask on, that was during that time period. And she said, bad things can happen to you. And Ruby Freeman was the one that Giuliani went after, saying that she and her daughter Shay Moss were, fixing the election, fixing the votes.
Oh, yes. Oh, I remember seeing this video like a year ago.
Yeah.
Like way long ago they had that on. Oh my gosh, that's great. Oh, it's Kevin Loving Vibration.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
So what did Trayvon actually do?
She tried. Go ahead, Allie. Go ahead.
She met with Ruby Freeman, and she's trying to tell her that she needs to basically say that she did what she did, and or things are going to be very bad for you, and
she threatened somebody.
She threatened
in a police station or something.
Okay. I don't know anything about this woman, but I'm getting some feelings about it.
Yeah. Yep. I would say she's probably a woman in her late 30s, maybe. And because, she's worked like I say, as a publicist for Ye and I think Cardi B. I'm not sure. Yeah.
What would have motivated her to do this?
Oh, MAGA.
Yeah, MAGA.
Oh, is that that super creepy cult? Yeah, right.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. I never really understand why African Americans will vote for Trump, because he doesn't really respect them at all. Oh boy.
Oh, this is
no. They think they're fighting a big fight for them for Trump.
Yeah.
Is that what were we going to say, Colleen?
Oh, this is bad for her. This is the devil, temperance reversed, and the world.
Oh,
this is bad. This is very bad. She's going away. That was not just tampering with a witness. That was exploitation. That was like blackmail almost. That was fraud. That was misrepresenting herself. Yeah, it was part of the conspiracy, but she was misrepresenting herself as an official person. I don't know what kind of official person, but like a detective or some kind of thing. Oh, this is bad.
She had a policeman with her, I believe, or somebody came with her and sat with her. But that was, Ruby did. Yeah.
Oh, Ruby had a policeman come with her.
Ruby, because she had been death sentences and stuff. Yeah.
Poor
Ruby. Yeah, she's in trouble. This is part of the Georgia thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can feel that. She's in deep yogurt on this. Just a matter of time. And there's no, like you guys just explained the whole story. So obviously everybody knows what she did. How do you back out of that one?
You can't really back out. It's on tape. Yeah.
Is there videos of something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She is
Police
totally-
station had the video because if you were in the lobby area there, the police station would have it. So I get here that she's going to break out her dancing shoes and hope that everything's going to work out fine because she believes that she's been shielded by the master.
Oh God.
And of course that's Trump. But I don't think he's going to pay for any of this stuff for any of these people because he doesn't have the money to do it, number one. But she is going to realize that she went to the wrong party. She was wearing the wrong dancing shoes.
Mhm. Yeah, that is wow.
But your cards, Colleen, wow.
She is so screwed. She is so screwed. Okay, are we ready for the next one? My cards are all messed up, so I was trying to put them back in order. So I'll let it spin while I finish. Okay, so this is upside down. Oh, they're all up. How did I get them so messed up?
It's not spinning though.
Oh, it's not? Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong one. Indicted ones. There we go. Okay.
It's very hypnotizing.
Isn't it?
It is. I keep what goes up must come down. Spinning wheel have to go round.
Okay.
Perfect.
Stop.
Number 2, Brad Raffensperger.
Do you think he's going to be indicted?
Well, here's the thing. I think, he must have done a couple of little hinky things, but I think generally he's against Trump because he's come out very strongly in the public eye against Trump. But, some of these people, they're politicians. Some of them are dirty to the bone. You just never know.
Well, Jeff, what's his face? He hates him, and he's been saying he was the lieutenant governor, that guy. He's a Republican, and he came out against him. And he said, we need to fix this party. And so he's one of them that have done that. So
but that guy didn't mention David Schaefer, and David Schaefer seems to be at the root of that. So
I get it.
Right. So let's just see what's going to happen to Brad. I mean, maybe he's going to come out smelling like a rose. Who knows?
Maybe he will. Well, I get here that he has had a dimensional shift. And so my feeling is he is certainly not a Trump person, but that he has shifted in his whole idea of how all this stuff is done. I will say one thing. He testified in Washington for the January 6th committee, and they reelected him after he testified. So I think that's the dimensional shift. I think he's a Republican, but he's one of the good Republicans, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I get too. It says that that this guy is loved.
Yeah.
And so they're saying, and that this guy is here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. So that he's got a following.
Well, I'll tell you who doesn't love him, and that's the MAGA. The MAGA, if we think of the MAGA as a huge, big monolith that can just fall on anybody and crush them, that's what's going to happen to him. His career is really going to be changing after this. He may decide that he has, sets his sights higher than governor, and he may be very beloved, and this is going to happen all very quickly. But in the end, MAGA is going to really turn on him and really bring him down, really do some dirty stuff on him.
They threatened his wife. They've threatened to kill his wife. They've threatened to kill his son, his dead son's wife as well. And so, they've already done a lot of work on him.
They're going to do more.
Moved. Oh God.
They're going to do more. And in the end, he's not going to give up, but he's not going to be very happy about stuff. But they're going to try to ruin his career. Wow. And who knows, maybe in a couple of years he'll be fine and he'll come back roaring to life and he'll be president or something. I don't know, but yeah, he was Secretary of State, not governor, right?
Correct. That's what Laura said, I believe.
Yeah, he's Secretary of State. The governor is still Kemp.
Secretary of State, Georgia. Yes.
And he stood up to all of them, but something that's probably why. I mean, the MAGA are not that thrilled with him, but they thought they could get to him. They thought that they could
did.
Get him, otherwise they wouldn't have had him on that phone call.
That's correct.
Oh boy. Oh, I just did it with my cards again. Jeez.
Starhawk brings up something really good. I don't watch Fox News, but when I have seen clips of Jessica Tarlov, who is the Fox liberal pundit, she's on there all by herself in the group of 5. And I don't know how she does it. She's sitting in sewer, she really is. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Shall we do a couple more?
Sure thing.
Now do one that I know something about.
Okay, then you say stop when you're ready.
You're getting very tired. Stop.
12. Donald Trump Jr.
Oh, there's a person
Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah.
What will happen? I see.
Have you noticed how quiet little Donnie's been?
I wonder if they sent him to rehab or something.
Oh, no. No, his daddy has told them all it's time that he's basically saying, hey, I'm in big trouble. You guys better shut up for a while because you're gonna get drug into it if you don't.
Yep.
But he's also telling them about the BS. But no, little Donnie, I think, is pretty much beside himself, and he will continue to come out with stupid things. But right now, it's pretty critical through all these indictments to keep his big mouth shut.
Well, and why are none of the kids? Nobody is accompanying Big Don, Big T, to court when he has to be arraigned and such. Why not?
That's Donnie? That's their dad telling them don't do that. You've been involved too much. Every time they open their mouth, it actually makes them look stupid. Like Eric has come out and said a bunch of things and looking around indignant, and he's just looking dumb. So the best thing for them to do, they might just be. Oh no, never mind. I was going to say they might just be keeping their nose to the grindstone and working on business because they're making so much money. But no, that's not happening. We're not quite sure what they're doing, but
his father has said things about him that are horrific, such as I don't know why I named this person after myself. He's an embarrassment to my name and things like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Michael Cohen's podcast had this woman who was his
that's
lover.
My cat. Sorry.
Okay.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
This woman was his lover when he was married to his wife. And she said Don Jr. was never like this, that he was very Democrat. He was very kind person. He was not who we see. So, I don't know what happened, but it's,
Well, even when you go back to when he first started being on The Apprentice, you could tell he was uncomfortable. He was not in a good place, and he didn't really know what to say. But it was kind of like they're trying to groom him to be this, maybe he'd be the next head apprentice or whatever. But no, he really wasn't. He was totally different than he has become since his dad ran for president.
Right.
And, and I know he thought that whatever his dad was telling him was true. Unfortunately, Donald Trump lied to his family as much as he lied to us.
True. I don't know that he knows he's lying. There are people that are so out of tune with things that it's almost as though they don't know the difference between the truth and a lie anymore.
And I feel like he does know that he's lying, but I feel like once he has said something that he knows is a lie, He's going to stick to it. Hell or high water. He'll
Entitled.
never back down.
Is this big T or junior?
The
big
senior.
one.
Yeah, big T, big D.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's part of the playbook that he learned from Norman Vincent Peale and Roy Cohn.
Right.
You know, once you say something, don't back down. Just keep saying it.
Yeah.
And you don't.
And that has worked for him. It worked through the whole campaign.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Well, my cards on Donnie is that he's going to try to get out of Dodge. He's going to try to leave. He's going to take a bunch of money with him.
Yeah.
And he's going to wait for some handouts from the Saudis. He's going to lie, cheat, and steal until he gets everything that he needs.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just going to, kiss up to the king and hope that he can find a little house on, some beachfront property and be there. But I don't know if that'll come to pass, but that's what he's going to try to do.
So do you think that Don Jr. and what's his name? Jared
Kushner?
Yeah, that guy, that they might even bother to work together and somehow work business deals together or something?
No,
because you said the Saudis, and that's Jared Kushner.
It is Jared. I think Jared could open the door for him, but I don't think Jared has any desire to be around any more of the Trumps. I think he's got the wife. They have their business arrangement. And beyond that, I don't think he wants to be involved with the Trumps whatsoever. You notice he's not a part of Trump org.
Right.
He has his own business dealings and he just doesn't want to be involved. But I pulled a few more cards for Donnie, and Donnie has some choices to make. He's looking at his future and trying to figure out what's going on. He does have some lawsuits coming up in front of him. But so far, it does not look like he's going to go to jail. It looks like he's going to fight the lawsuits. He's really going to fight hard, but I think he's going to be okay. It may drain him of all of his money to fight it, but I think he will fight it. But I don't think he leaves to escape justice. I think he leaves after justice has been meted out. He is, he knows he's not going to prison, and I think that's it. I don't see him going to prison. I don't see him going to prison. I really thought before that he was. I totally expected these cards to say that he was going to prison, but I guess not.
So I get here, he's got a choice between going to the mountains or going to where the water is. But this is the rest of his life. He's just like a drunken sailor. He just, it's probably drunk from the drugs, but he is absolutely, cocaine addicted. So,
yeah. That last card for him, King of Cups, he's just going to indulge. That's what he's going to be. He's going to just set himself up with a couple of hedge funds and live off of that for the rest of his life. That's what he's going to do. Kitty, you're on top of my last cards. I can't shuffle if I don't have them all. You're very cute, but okay. So we got all that, and let's see what's going on with this. Oh, you're going to move? Oh, look what's down there. Look. Shit. Get her off.
Yes, you're right, Annie Bear. It would be personal hell if he was being poor. All of them have to consider that. They've been rich their whole lives. They don't know how to live as a poor person.
Yeah, they really don't.
Yeah.
Kitty, I just got to see if there's any cards under you. Yes, there are. You silly little cat. Okay, I think it's just that one. Oh, boy. Okay, one last one. And then I think my cat is telling me I have to stop. Okay, let's see who we get here. Oh.
Stop.
Oh. Well, that wasn't good. Well, where did it stop? It stopped
right in the middle of 18 and 19.
Yeah, so let me just do this one more time.
Sure. Stop.
It did it again. Why did it do that? Oh, because I'm clicking in the wrong place. I'm sorry. Oh. Current slide. Let it go. I'll just leave my mouse right there.
Annie says I'm powerful. I'll get to blow it right out of here. Stop.
There we go. Okay, so
All right.
17. That's back where it was.
Oh, Lady Lindsay.
Yes. Oh. Okay, Miss Lindsay, what's going to happen with you?
Oh, boy.
I was so surprised that she wasn't named in the Georgia indictment.
So was I.
I'll hold my opinions until, huh?
Yeah. Do you think he's one of the co-conspirators?
I do.
The ones that were in the room, basically, and
yeah,
they
I
just
do.
yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Wow. Oh dear. Oh dear.
And that's what she's saying too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. I'm about to faint, my dear.
So he's got butterfly dreams. He's hoping that he can fly. But look what's going to happen. The effing. Oh, it's going to ruin his career.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Hilarious.
Can't make that one up.
No,
Oh.
okay. Oh. Oh. Well, this is going to be the end of her relationship with Big T. This is going to break it because she is going to talk. Because the threat was there of her being not just indicted but charged, and so she has to change her ways. But I think part of her deal might be that she steps down from office. That or she just feels like she has to. Maybe she has shame or something. But I think in the end, she has the threat of being charged. She has to step down. It's the end of her career, and she's made a deal. She's turned evidence on Trump, and so that's the end of her relationship with Trump. But it keeps her out of heavy duty jail time.
Are we still talking about Lindsey Graham?
Yeah.
Yes, but Colleen calls her she.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was her preferred pronoun. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love it.
So
Laura thinks he's going to shoot himself, and William thinks so too.
Oh gosh, how gruesome!
He may.
I think he is on the brink.
On the brink.
I mean, because things are just going so it's just so far out of his control, and he's trying to somehow rein things in. It's just not working out. Right. And he's trying to be pro-Trump, and he's trying to gather. Well, they're all those fools in the House are trying to gather around. Like they're even telling what's his name, DeSantis, to kind of be supportive of Trump. I'm like, well, wait a minute, he's running against Trump, so why would he be supportive of Trump? It's craziness. But yeah, I can see, and I think Lindsay is already pretty unstable as far as he can't believe how things have gone down. On the other hand, all these other people, that Trump has something on each and every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsey Graham especially, but he's got the goods on all these people, he has a little bit of control there, and that's the only reason they would lean towards him and try to be supportive of him a little bit. But they're having a tough time doing it. Yeah.
Yep. Agree.
I think before no, Kitty, no, this is my drink. Kitty's trying to drink my drink. I think that before Lindsay would pull the trigger, I think they would yank her up by the petticoats and put her in the rehab.
Maybe.
You guys really think that Lindsay is somebody
ultra feminine
in the closet?
He's definitely gay. People have said that for years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the fact that he doesn't come out with it is just like, really? What? Just come on.
Yeah.
You're a grown man and you've never had a girlfriend? No, he's not gay.
Right. Yeah. No.
I think he lived with his sister for most of his adult life or something.
Yeah, it's possible. And he says, will 45 release what he has on them? Yeah.
Only if he lives long enough.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because remember that he really, in his narcissistic world, he is going to win the election and be the president again.
That's right.
So
Well,
he's going to hang on to his ammo as long as he can. And
it's the one thing, though, that he doesn't spill. And that's an interesting concept. Because don't you think that, he spills everything else, but he doesn't spill that.
Well, remember his good friend Vladimir. Vladimir has taught him well.
Everybody in the chat box, you guys are just cracking me up. They got Lindsay pegged, and
I love it. He'll be clutching his pearls, William says. I love it. It's great. Yeah. Yeah. He will.
Well, that's all he might have on by the time they get done with him. So. Poor Lindsay.
Oh, gosh.
I do feel sorry for her. I really do. Okay. So, yeah, I think Lindsay has to dry out for a while, along with Rudy,
With Rudy, yes.
That's crazy.
Oh, Rudy, can we please just talk just a moment?
Let's just do Rudy. Yeah, let's just do Rudy because Rudy is so comical and hilarious.
Well, and he is so upset, and he's looking around going, what are they using? The racketeering laws, the RICO.
And that was something I did. Yeah.
Exactly. That was his specialty. And we don't fall into that category at all. And he is just fit to be tied. And he just, I'm thinking, well, Rudy, what did you say when they brought you in for deposition or brought you in for questioning with the grand jury? What in the world did you say? So, Rudy is, you thought he was sweating before with the hair dye coming down.
Yeah. These people that invent, I think they have an invention that's so wonderful, like Joseph Guillotine. And he ended up dying by the guillotine, you see. So he was dead by his own invention. And so's Rudy. He's hung himself by his own admission of.
I believe the phrase you're looking for is hoisted on his own petard. So I lived in New York for a lot of Rudy's career. And after he had gone through 9/11 and all of that crap, I had the occasion, my then husband and I were walking through downtown Manhattan just to kind of see what was left, after 9/11. And we went into this teeny tiny little hole in the wall pizza place. And who was sitting in the back holding court but Mr. Giuliani? And he was only there with like 3 people. I mean, it wasn't like he had a big mob with him or anything like that. And this was not right after 9/11. This had to be like a few years, maybe 4 years or so after 9/11. And this guy had when I say creepy McCreepster energy, God, did he have just horrible energy coming off that guy. We kind of went, hi, Mr. Mayor, and we just booked. We didn't even get pizza. We're just like, because he saw us. It's like, it would be rude not to say, hello to America's mayor, because at that time that's the mantle he was still attempting to wear. But creepy.
He fell pretty far off his pedestal. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
So I'm getting the card no vacancy, and I love that because that's his brain at this point. There's nothing left. He's in the hot water of the hot spring. And look what I get. And I did shuffle these cards. I also get the drunken sailor again. So see?
Yeah.
And we know that's he's going to probably drink himself to death.
Yeah.
I would think. So. Yeah. Yeah, his liver should give out soon.
Unless they lock him up. If he goes to gentleman's jail, he can live. He can live in gentleman's jail and get the rehab right there.
He can.
Yeah, because they have really good medical facilities in those. Club Fed. They have really good medical facilities.
Yeah.
Isn't Rudy isn't he pretty old?
Oh yeah.
He's 2 years older than Trump.
So he's like almost 80.
Yep.
He is 80, I think.
And the guys that he put in from the mafia with the RICO charges, they're all really excited about him coming.
They want to see their good friend Rudy again.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, he would be in terrible shape if they put him in jail. Oh, no
Yeah.
wonder he's
That's gotta be
screaming
going
like a little pig.
Yep.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, Rudy's huffing and puffing and really trying to make all this stuff happen. He's gonna
Mhm.
have to cool his jets though, because he doesn't have any money to pay for this. He's
No,
only
he
got the
doesn't.
Page of Pentacles, so that's
No,
really
he
bad.
doesn't.
And
Poor.
he's also going to try to make a run for it, but in his case, it's like he's running for the Staten Island ferry. Like he
Yeah.
just can't even get can't get a decent. He doesn't have any money, and Trump won't pay him, so he can't get a flight. He can't get a boat.
No.
He can't get an Uber. I mean, this guy can't get out of town.
Well, then he's got that lady that worked for him, remember, and the things he did to her, and
Oh,
she's
yeah?
suing him. She'll never get anything for it.
No, she
Yeah.
never will. But also, any money that he gets, she's going to get.
Right.
So,
right.
you know, he's going to have a horrible time of it, a really horrible time of it. He has already given over evidence against Trump to try to save his skin. And they have said, well, that's nice, honey, but we already knew most of that. So do you have anything else? So, you know, just because I think, you know, he was a prosecutor, they may give him something, like put him in a really nice jail like Club Fed, or you know, something like gentleman's jail. And so, you know, that's all kind of on hold, but he is making a deal with them. He is squealing enough, making enough noise, being enough of a pain in the ass that they will make a deal with him, but it's going to be a long time. He's got the Hanged Man.
Well, he's got a hard time doing this because he's the one that signed all the lawsuits. I think there was 30 or 40 lawsuits throughout the country, and they're 60. All signed by him, saying that the election was that it was stolen from Trump.
Basically. Right. He does have a really hard time with that. But the thing is that Rudy's in such a hurry for is that he doesn't really have a nice place to live. He had to sell one of his houses.
Sure.
So if he went to jail, at least he'd have a roof over his head.
Probably have to go live with his son that used to work for Trump as well.
Oh my God, that son. He was a nightmare. But so it's not looking great for Rudy. It's going to be pretty rough for him. And I do think he's going to end up doing time and dying in jail. But at least he'll be dry and he'll be with his old friends.
That's true.
He'll be with his old friends. So that's really great.
And the ones that he put there.
They all think that they're going to get rid of Fonnie Willis. They think they're going to get rid of Jack Smith. They think they're going to discontinue all this stuff. They think that they're going to have trials about this. It's going to go to court in 2026. That's what they're pushing for right now.
I know. Yeah. Let's push it down the road, you know.
But let's take this to the furthest extent. Okay, so they put out all these hits on these judges and prosecutors, right? So as soon as one person gets really injured or, God forbid, even killed, who do they think they're going to blame that on?
Right.
I mean, what idiots. They are such idiots. They're just the old crazy white men with, I don't know, dementia. And, you know, my theory, I'll say it again and everybody will say, oh God, Colleen, you keep saying that. It's so weird. I really think, now maybe Rudy has this too, but I really think that Trump has a really badly untreated case of syphilis. And I think that it has gone to his brain, because that's what happens with syphilis, is it goes to your brain. I think it's gonorrhea makes you go blind, but syphilis makes you cuckoo.
Crazy. Yeah, no, I don't think that, because he has so much money that I'm sure he's found doctors that could take care of him. So, you know, and nobody with a brain would let something like that go to that point.
His father had Alzheimer's, so it's in the family.
That's
so the dementia thing, that would be something different than the syphilis thing. I mean,
definitely.
that is pretty far out there, but whatever. Anything. This has been so crazy. The politics have been so crazy for the last 7 years, 7 years, that anything could happen. But I do think there's a reason for all this craziness, and I think that it's something we're all going to learn from, and that once we get through it, we'll never return to that. I mean, I think it's a pivotal point right now.
Oh, it definitely is.
It's really going to change how we do things, because there's a reason why Trump ended up being president, and it wasn't because he was going to be a good president.
No.
It was to kind of show us all that look what can happen when you start looking at things like, well, we just really like him. So, and he speaks to us, he speaks our language, and these guys that, not the brightest people on the planet. And so, yeah, I really think that there is a reason why we're going all through this. And it's
definitely.
That we benefit in the end, that we kind of rise above it, which will be just amazing. But right now, I'm just enjoying the show. I mean, it's just.
But it has downgraded us. I was hearing today that it's downgraded our country to not a great democracy, but like the next level down.
Yeah.
And in order for us to go up, of course, we had to repair everything, and we still haven't been able. It's going to take time to repair it. It's going to, be
well,
crucial.
and
but I agree with you.
They don't give Biden a break. They spent so much time
they
worrying
don't.
about how old Biden is instead of looking at what he's trying to do. He is trying to do some really, really great things that are so necessary, with climate change and the job situation and all that kind of stuff, where, they're so busy watching what's going on over here with Trump and then now all these court cases. But yeah, we've really got to get back to, who is really doing something for the country. And that's Joe Biden, regardless of his age.
Regardless of what you think about his age and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to mention today a little prayer for California. And because
prayers.
They've got a Hurricane Hillary coming and a fire in Maui, of course. And then there's one in Kiloa, BC, that's just destroying all the forest there. And of course, we're going to get that, Cleo.
I know. The smoke is coming.
Here. Yeah.
Well, maybe we can do one big prayer for,
for those suffering.
Yeah, for anyone suffering for the Hawaiian fires, for anyone who is still looking for their lost loved ones, our prayers, our love, our light goes out to you. Especially light so that you can find your loved ones and your pets, and you can recover some of what you've lost in that awful fire, and also for your well-being, and so that you're safe now. And for the people in British Columbia, I hope that the smoke and the fire, well, I hope the fires don't take any human life. I hope they don't take any animal life, but they probably will. And I hope that everyone will make it through with the least amount of damage possible from smoke and actual fire damage and all of that stuff. And for the people in California, I hope that the hurricane is mild. I hope it misses you. But should it actually hit, I hope that it does the least amount of damage possible. And I hope that all of the humans and pets are as safe as they can be and take all the precautions that they need to take, especially because they're not used to getting hurricanes. This is a really novel thing for them. So lots of love and light to all of those people in all directions of time and space. I just wish everybody the highest degree of protection and thousands of angels. Sending so much love.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And yes, Jamie, up near Yellowknife and Yukon territory, they had to be taken out as well. So we include them. Yeah, Yukon's not doing well. The residents of Yellowknife only had one way out. They had to airlift them. Otherwise, they'd have to go into the water. It's very much like the Maui situation.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, some critical stuff going on.
All right. Thank you everybody for being here. This was a lovely way to spend my Friday night. And Sunday will be Thursday will be my last live show for a while, because we have Mercury retrograde coming up and I have the fairs coming up, but I will be releasing my astrology videos, and September's astrology is really, really, and October's even more. So
don't. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm looking forward to knowing. Okay.
Yes. October has the two eclipses in it, and they are banging. I got to say, they are really going to affect things. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time on Politarology.
Hey, love the group over in the chat section. Loved you guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
you guys are great. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.